Right from the start, you can feel this isn't going to be a typical hearing. The defendant's already violated probation, and the judge? He's had enough. Watch closely, because this judge's patience is about to run out fast.
Violation of community control, final hearing. Violation left the lake house August 6th and didn't report your whereabouts. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
And failed to complete that program. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mulkey?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, he understands he has a right to a full and final hearing on this matter. He desires to waive the full and final hearing and go to disposition of the matter.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to those charges?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. So what's your explanation?
Your Honor, there really isn't any good explanation for this. First off, I want to say I'm sorry to you for disrespecting your decision to send me to rehab and give me a chance like that. I mean, I left off of emotion.
So wait, he walked out of court-ordered rehab because his girlfriend cheated? That's not overwhelmed. That's self-destruct mode. And notice how the judge immediately starts digging. He's not buying any of it.
Emotion of a girl that was cheating on me. And
What?
I left the rehab out of being overwhelmed with emotion from her cheating on me. That's no excuse.
So that doesn't make any sense to me. What do you mean you left because she was cheating on you? To accomplish what?
I thought in a crazy state of mind that if I went back with her, that she would take me back. And
Why would you want to go back with her if she's
I
cheating?
completely agree. I know to this day that I still stay in contact with her sometimes.
Why?
And honestly,
Yes.
financial
honestly.
reasons.
What financial reason?
She puts some commissary on my account. My mom completely disagrees with me talking to her, and
I can't imagine why.
yeah, she's not a good person for
Okay,
my life.
but you already know that.
Yeah, I do.
So you left there and you went where?
I went to her house in the beginning.
And when did you resurface?
I resurfaced about a month ago at a sober living house,
What were you doing there?
trying to get my life back together
Where?
in Painesville at Joe Craig's house.
Who's Joe Craig?
He's a productive member of Alcoholics Anonymous.
Who's Joe Craig?
He is, Your Honor, but he does not run a sober house.
So what were you doing there?
Staying there, trying to get my life back together.
And how were you accomplishing that? Exactly.
Staying away from Savannah, and
The one you're talking to now that you're in jail.
yeah,
Okay. See, I don't believe you. I don't believe you were staying away from her.
I wasn't intentionally staying away from her. She
Say
was
that again?
she was incarcerated at the time.
Why was she incarcerated?
She had a warrant out for her arrest
For?
for drugs.
How long have you been playing around with drugs?
How long have I?
Uh-huh.
Since I was about 18 years old.
Okay. And how old are you now?
I'm 32 years old.
Okay. And so why are you hanging around people who are playing around with drugs?
Because I mean, there's really no good answer for that, Your Honor.
Well, just tell me why you're doing it, that's all.
Because I feel like I've lost so much time, and I feel like that is like fun, or think that's like what fun is, but really it's ruined my whole life, and it's continuing to ruin my life.
And you keep doing that, why?
I don't know.
Well, why don't you figure it out?
I want to figure it out.
Well, then why don't you figure it out when you're given the chance to figure it out instead of screwing around? Because I don't think you want to figure it out. I think
I do.
I think you like playing around with the fentanyl.
This moment's powerful. The judge compares his drug use to playing Russian roulette. His brutal honesty. But what do you think? Can tough love like this actually reach someone who's been in and out of the system this
Playing
long?
around with the fentanyl and playing Russian roulette. That's what I think you like.
I don't, Your Honor. I would do anything to
No,
go
you
back
won't.
there.
Don't say you would do anything, because I sent you to Lake House to do something, okay, and you walked out. So don't tell me you would do anything, because you won't do anything.
You're right.
You won't do a thing, let alone anything.
You're right.
Do you believe what you're telling me right now? I mean, have you been through this so many times that you believe your own bullshit? Do you? That concerns me, okay? Because I know everybody lies to me, okay? But at some point, people begin to think they're telling the truth when they're lying, because they've done it so many times. Is that where you're at? That you believe this shit you're telling me?
I know that I want a difference, but my actions are showing otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
for sure.
So if you wanted something different, then why don't you consciously engage in conduct that is something different?
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, I don't care if you agree or disagree. My question is, why don't you do it? Because you don't want to do it. If you wanted to do it, you would do something about it that would lead you to do it. So what am I supposed to do with you? I'm going to go through this stuff with you, okay? This shit goes back to November of 22, this case. 9/22 of 10, when you're barely 18. Domestic violence. January of 11, purchasing pseudoephedrine. You were making meth, or were attempting to make meth? Is that what you were doing?
I was buying it for the meth cooks.
All right, so you would take it to one of the guys in Madison to make the meth, and they'd give you a little bit, right?
Yes.
September of 11, kidnapping and felonious assault. And nearly 4 years in prison, right?
Yes.
You get out November 5th of 2015. August 1 of 16, possession of heroin. In this county, you're with Judge Lucci, who put you on probation. Right? Remember that?
I do.
Put you in the jail treatment program, sent you to NeoCap, opiate recovery program, among other things. And after you were put on probation, 9 months later, you got a violation because you tested positive for meth and marijuana. Kicked out of the opiate recovery program. Another violation, some 9 months later, he sends you to prison for 11 months. You get out on October 28th of 22. Now, while you were on probation, you also picked up a failure to comply with the order or signal of a police officer, to which Lucci sentenced you, as well as a possession of heroin. Man, you were tearing it up on probation.
I was out of control, Your Honor.
What?
I was out of control.
No shit. Oh, there's a fourth one. 4 cases with Lucci before he sent you for 11 months. I'm losing track of all this stuff. Another failure to comply on Ashtabula. Boy, you were out of control just a little bit. And an escape. So you went to prison that second time on 5 different felonies, right?
Yes.
And you only got 11 months. Boy, it was either a stroke of luck or a stroke of genius on your part.
Your Honor, may I correct you? I actually did 5 years for all of that. The 11 months was for one of those charges. Not
That's
that that
right.
makes a
You're right.
difference, but yeah,
You're right.
I just wanted
Because you got out October, so you've done about 9 years in prison.
Yeah.
And you're 32 years old. Did you like being in prison?
No,
Okay.
it scares the
Oof.
death out of me.
That's a gut punch. The judge flat out calls him out, saying prison clearly doesn't scare him because he keeps coming back. This is where the emotional wall between them really cracks. The judge sees someone who's completely numb to
It
consequences.
scares the death out of me.
No, I don't think it does.
Yeah.
Apparently it doesn't. So why are we in the same spot once again, right now?
Because I haven't gotten it right yet.
Why not? Why haven't you gotten it right?
Because I haven't put the full effort and patience that it takes to get it right. on
Why
my
haven't
part.
you given it the full patience and effort to get it right?
Because I haven't been following the rules.
Why haven't you been following the rules?
There's no good answer, Your Honor.
Why? There is an answer to it. There is an answer to it.
Because I haven't taken responsibility for my life, and
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that phrase means, okay? The reason you haven't been following the rules is because you don't want to follow the rules.
You're right.
So that tells me that you're willing to deal with the prison stuff because it's no big deal. It's just an interruption.
No, sir.
It's just a temporary interruption in your life.
No, sir.
Do you ever work?
I do.
When?
Um,
I mean,
when I'm not on drugs.
you've had 14 years of an adult life.
Yeah.
5 out of prison, 9 in prison. And plus another year on this case, in and out of jail. 16 months on this case, you've been in jail.
Yeah.
Or somewhere, locked up.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's 10 years, 10 and a half years of incarceration.
It's time to grow up.
3.5 years of non-incarceration.
It's time to grow up, Your
It's
Honor.
just, well, no, the time to grow up was like
Well, a
14
long
years
time.
ago.
Right.
That was the time to grow up, so. But you don't want to.
I do, Your Honor.
You value getting high more than being free.
I did, yes.
And you won't do anything about it. Why won't you do anything about it?
It's a very hard question because when I'm out there and I'm getting high, I don't think like I think in here. You know, I don't, when I come in here,
See, I don't think you're thinking too good in here because you're talking to that broad. See, I don't think being in jail did the least bit of good in clearing your mind. What's her name?
Savannah
Savannah what?
Garrison, she is no good for me.
Joe would have never guessed that. Would have never guessed that based on our conversation in the last 10 minutes. But you already know that.
I do.
You knew that when this case was going on.
Yeah.
But you didn't care about that. So, in that 3.5 year time span since you've been an adult and not incarcerated, what is it you do for work?
I'm a chef.
You're a chef. Where?
Currently, I was at the Lobster Pot, but then I worked at Nouveau in Concord before that. And then I worked with my dad for a while, renovating places in Geneva that he owned. I worked for my stepdad, Ray, at Ray's Auto Repair.
Is that just to get some money together to get some drugs or what?
A lot of it was, yeah.
Well, pretty much all of it was.
Yeah, because I have nothing to show for anything. I'm ashamed of myself.
Well, you should be.
Yeah.
And here's the heartbreaking part. His mom is in the courtroom watching this unfold. The judge doesn't even have to say anything. The silence and shame speak louder than any sentence. This is rock bottom playing out in real time.
This is like embarrassing. Again, yeah.
And
my poor mother. Like,
And his mom's here too.
Yeah,
I gathered that.
Yeah.
I actually put two and two together here. I figured that was her, okay? You don't give a shit about her either.
yeah,
You're in love with yourself. You're the most selfish, self-centered little shit that's come through here in a long time. You don't care about anybody but you.
my actions definitely show that, Your Honor. I want to do something about it, though. I really do.
Yeah, but the problem is if you wanted to do something about it, then you would have done something about it. I mean, when you talk to me, your words barely make it here because they're just going up in the air because they just dissipate, okay? Because they don't mean anything.
Yeah, about this point in my life, actions are about the only thing that it's going to show. I can't say anything
Well, why do you think I put you on probation?
because you believed in me.
Well, no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't believe in you. But I'm getting to the point where I repeat myself every goddamn hearing. Okay. What do you care if I believe in you? What does it matter if I believe in you? I don't even know you. Okay. Outside the fact that we meet every few months or every 6 months because you disappear for a while, and then we go through this therapy session, okay? Other than that, I don't know you, okay? Now, apparently your mom believes in you. So, well, you don't care if I believe in you. Quite frankly, you don't care if she believes in you. All you care, the only thing going through your mind right now, it's like a bubble over your head, is when can I get the hell out of here so I can go get some more fentanyl? That's where your thought goes.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Because you refuse to retrain your mind otherwise.
And that's what I need to do, is retrain my mind.
I know that's what you need to do.
I just need
Everybody knows that's what you need to do.
I just need to do it.
You just won't do it.
I want to do it, Your Honor. And I know we've done this a couple times, you're right. But I'm just nervous right now. There's nothing I can really say that's gonna, I've already said it You know, I've said it before, and the last time we talked,
I imagine you said the same thing to Lucci way back when too, right?
probably did, yeah.
Yeah, of course you did. And I would imagine he didn't believe you either, okay? But he still gave you a chance. Multiple times. Now, how long were you living at this Craig character's house?
About a month.
Why did you, who's he to you?
I met him in AA. He's a good sober support.
Well, so how long were you gone once you left Lake House?
About 3 months.
Okay, and how many times did you get high when you left Lake House before you got arrested?
About every day.
So he wasn't a good sober support person.
No.
So why were you hanging around him?
Because he let me live there.
Why did he if he's this great AA guy, is he a great AA guy?
That's
No.
right on the street.
The word on the street, okay? The word on the street sounds like a lie, because if he's a great AA guy, why are you living with him for a month and you're getting high every day?
He was unaware of the fact that I was getting high. 'Cause
Now, why would he be unaware if he hangs around all these people and is so great in the program? If that truly is who he is, boom, he knows it immediately,
Yeah.
right? So what's going on here?
Maybe he just didn't care enough.
Then he's not a great support guy,
Yeah,
right? He's not a great AA guy. I don't care what the word on the street is.
Yeah.
The word on the street is bullshit. That's the word.
Yeah.
Who else was living at this guy's house?
His brother.
Who else?
That's it.
So why is he so gracious to let you live there?
Just a friend that I pretty much begged to live there.
How did you get caught?
The marshals came there.
And if they hadn't come in, you'd still be out there floating around, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Mulkey?
Thank you, Your Honor. As we can see, he's spent, almost a third of his life in prison. That hasn't helped. You send him to Lake House, goes to rehab. That doesn't help. He tells you he wants to change his life around. His actions don't show. Where does that leave us, Judge? It leaves us either he's still young enough to he's got more life ahead of him, hopefully, if he doesn't OD on fentanyl.
He's like living in dog years, for Christ's sake. Okay?
Right.
He's 32 years old, and he's got the record of somebody who's 70 years old.
Right, and the fentanyl will certainly accelerate the dog years even further if he continues to do it. So he's got to want to make the change. His problem is addiction and selfishness. Pride, selfishness, and his addiction. And how do you cure pride? Keep sending him to rehab.
Did that.
Prison. Right. No. I'm saying, how do we cure pride and selfishness? With self-love is one of the most basic instincts in all of human nature. And if you can't recognize
And there's a thin line between self-love and selfish love, right?
It is. I would only hope there's something that can be done for him, either inside prison or outside of prison, Your Honor, but I don't know what that is. But
Well, neither one of them has worked. Inside of prison didn't work because
no.
he keeps going back.
And drugs are just as readily available in the joint as they are on the street as well. So, I think a lot of what he has said here, again, stems from he's been lying so long to the courts, to previous judges, Your Honor, that maybe he doesn't even know what the truth is anymore. Maybe he's saying what he thinks the courts want to hear, to get back out and to continue in his self-love and his love of drugs, Your Honor. So where does that leave us? I guess that would just leave us to a point where he's got to want to make the change. I don't know if as you call them, therapy sessions are going to do that. So it seems to me that the choices are either let him out, see what he does, or put him in and see what he does
We tried
when
it.
he gets out. Right, we've tried everything. So,
Yeah.
Your Honor, at this point, it puts me in a position of saying I will defer to the court with of course, advocating for Mr. Kierleber and his mother here. And I don't know if he's even aware of the effect that this is having on his mother, for a mother to hear.
Of course
all the-
not, because he never faces her.
He doesn't.
He doesn't face her when he's sitting here, because all she can see is the back of his head, because he won't turn around and talk to her. And when he's out, he's not listening to anything she says anyway. So he doesn't give a shit what she says, what she thinks, or what she does either.
And as a mother, it's got to be breaking her heart too. So it's not
I'm
just
sure
the
it
effect
is.
he's having on his self-love and self-destruction, is having an effect on the people around him as well. And if he's only working to support a habit, which causes him to further want to get more drugs, then it's a bottomless pit. And at this point, it would seem hopeless. But I would submit to the court that because of his age, that hopefully he can slow down and not be tearing it up as he has been on probation in prior years, Your Honor. So I would ask the court to consider a disposition that would incorporate something that would give him to shake his love of self and his selfishness. And then I think from there, if he realizes that, he can address his addiction problem, and then he could start concentrating on having the right people in his life instead of the wrong people in his life. Get a different sponsor.
He doesn't want
for God's sakes.
the right people in his life.
I do, Your Honor.
That is, well,
I
he's,
mean, because if he did, then he'd be listening to his mother and not the AA whiz. Let me see you and Miss Knaus in here.
Go through chambers.
can we go through? All right, thank you, Bob.
I mean, he's right. Everything he says is right. I mean,
Is it?
at this point, yeah.
At this point, when did that point become the point instead of more than that?
When I walked through these doors again,
Okay. So you're just using her. On the off chance that you're being honest with me right now, you're just using her for money.
Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't learned a thing about anything.
and comfort of the whole "I love you" thing. It feels good to hear somebody say that. So
Okay.
I know it's not true, though. You know,
Well, you say it back to her.
I do.
Okay. So, because you're using her, right?
Yeah.
So what have you, how long have you been sitting over here now on this stint?
30 days.
30 days. So in the 30 days, nothing really has changed. You're still the same old selfish Robert, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be that Robert no more.
I know, but you still are, right?
Yeah. I don't want to be this man no more. And it's not
Yeah,
only
well,
because of the
you know,
consequences.
there's a simple enough way to not be like this anymore.
Change.
It's to not be like this anymore.
It's as simple and as hard as that is. Yes, it is as simple as that.
Well, you know what makes it a lot harder is when you put zero effort into it.
Yes.
Okay, then it doesn't become hard, it becomes impossible.
Yeah.
Right? But I should have just turned on the tape recorder, came out here, pressed the button and left. And just replayed what we said on May 10th of this year. Who's that character you were living with? What's his name?
Joe Craig.
Joe Craig. The AA savior, right? Is that what he is? Huh? Is that what his reputation is? The
That's what his
AA savior?
reputation is, yes.
Yeah. All right. For some inexplicable reason.
And just
I'm gonna-
like that, against his own instincts, the judge gives him one final chance. It's not mercy, it's exhaustion. You can almost hear it in his voice. I don't believe in you, but I'm giving you one more shot. The question is, will he finally take it?
Inexplicable reason, I'm going to keep you on community control. You're going to serve 150 days with credit for 30. The last 30, you're going to be in the jail treatment program. And you're going to go to Lake House and complete that program. Follow the recommendations. 6 AA meetings a week and a sponsor. You'd have no contact with Savannah Garrison. Okay, now, I don't know if you figured this out yet or not, okay? But at any given time, I can listen to your phone call, any call you make. At any given time, I can look at whatever message you send in and out. Did you know that?
I do.
Okay.
So, Your Honor, I'm going to be disconnecting her from the contact list today.
If I
on
were
my
you, I
tablet.
would.
Yes.
Okay.
What if she? Well, I've had to accept it. So yeah, I'm going to be not contacting her no more as of today.
Okay.
No more. Cold turkey. Cold turkey.
Right. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
No contact with Joe Craig. The mental health evaluation that you never got before, that I told you to get.
Yeah.
Get it, follow the recommendations. Get a job full-time, get a license. Pay the costs and fees. Now, don't misunderstand, I'm not doing this because I believe in you. Okay?
Yeah.
So this will, by the time you're done doing this stretch in jail, you'll have done 628 days in jail. Isn't that stupid?
It's a waste of life, Your Honor.
Right. So the violation is then, I mean, even I'm gonna have to send you to prison for 48 months after that,
Yeah.
okay? On that violation.
Yeah.
Even me. I don't know why I'm doing this in the first place, but that's what I'm doing.
Thank you.
Don't thank me.
Okay.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Ms. Knaus, anything else?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
Are you gonna continue with the pleasure of chasing him around town?
I am.
Okay. Anything else? Mr.
Not at
Mulkey?
all, Your Honor.